I know, so it looks suspect. I'm a black woman. I got locks in my head. Like, it just looks bad. But I swear I did not know that I was going to get played.
I can't say that there because I look just like you.
I can bring the check back. I can give the funds back. And
I don't
do
want
all
you
of that.
This was a situation that happened on February 1st, 2023, when there was suspicion about a woman who was trying to make a large withdrawal. This made the bank teller and the officer in the bank call for the police. The police officer went in to get details about the whole situation before approaching the lady.
So the female in the lobby, the one that's got pink leggings, Bravo Foxtrot, she got this check for just under $40,000. She deposited it via phone.
Hey, good morning.
Right?
33173.
This morning, mind you, this was done on the 30th, right? The 30th or the 31st?
30th,
Okay, so like 2 days ago.
Monday.
Which means the check probably is not going to clear in 2 days, right? So she goes to 2 ATMs, deposits or withdraws $1,000 each. She then goes to Kissimmee branch and withdraws $20,000. She then comes here and is wanting to clear out the rest of the account, which is equivalent to what?
17,000.
17,000 and probably some change. They called the bank, obviously because of a large amount of money, to verify whether or not this check is legit. They said no, it's a fraudulent check. They don't have she is not their client. They said they had a fraud from their business where a whole bunch of checks were stolen or information. They don't have a check that starts with that account number.
But now you sold the home.
So they took the information from
So
the check.
it looks like they, so she, it was good timing because as you guys were coming in, she was trying to leave. So I kind of explained to her, like, man, hey, don't leave just yet. Like, she's like, well, I've been here a hot minute. I'm like, I understand that, but just understand that you're trying to withdraw a large amount of money, and usually people call ahead of time, so they're trying to gather whatever they need. Kind of bought us some time, and just told her, like, hey, just hang out for a few more minutes while we try to figure it out. And I was like, I'm here because, one, I'm working for the bank, but two, it's a large amount of money, so we just want to ensure that, obviously, if nothing happens. So, but yeah, they called, but as you can see, the memo says settlement proceeds, but the top says payroll checking. So that's kind of what drew their attention, like, is this payroll or is this a settlement check? But when they called and verified, they're like, please, 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 this is a fraudulent check. We don't have a check that starts in this check sequence.
That's the business that said that?
Yeah,
Or the bank?
so they called the business, and they talked to somebody, and that's how they found out, like, hey, this check doesn't exist. It's a fraud. So she seems pretty calm, but I think she's starting to get a little nervous.
Okay.
So she was trying to leave.
Yeah.
We've been
The
asking.
primary will be here in a minute.
Okay.
So we'll just make sure she doesn't go.
Yeah. Yeah, I was literally just typing reports.
I didn't know
and
they had about 3 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually going to the old.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's my job. That's $17,000. I'm not losing my job over
Yeah.
you. I'm sorry.
Have we contacted the owner of the check and see if they want
Yes.
to
Yeah, that's who they
see if
contacted.
they want to
Yeah.
prosecute? And they want
Yes,
to prosecute
she said
it,
that
and
if we do it, we can. She gave me her email. She's the manager of the law firm. And she said we get a report and everything. We can also forward it to them so they can.
Right, but do
Yeah.
they want to prosecute?
Yes,
Yes.
I asked her. Yeah,
Yeah, so as long as we have contact information, all that,
yeah, I
Then
got
we
you,
can-
and I
we
can
can
call
get
her
it.
again and
Yeah.
get everything from her.
we'll get you started on a statement in the meantime, just to kind of have, like,
Yeah.
what you told us.
Yeah, sure.
That way we can get that started.
I
Yeah,
guess
you got it.
things well with her until she
Yeah.
gets here.
At this point, one can say the lady's cover is definitely blown. She doesn't know how much the police officer knows about her stealing mission. So, the officers approached her right away to detain her. Let's see how that goes.
Hey, man. We're
We're
just detaining you.
We're just detaining you right now. You're not under arrest. Just detaining you until we have more information.
This is all your stuff here. Yeah, I'll bring it with you.
I got it right here.
Are you done with it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Thank you.
hope, like I said, I'm hoping this is the second, but she's on the way, so you're not gonna be waiting long. So I'll just put me the call. Like I said, you're not her arrest, she's on the way now, so you're not gonna be waiting long. Like I said, I'll tell you where I'll loosen it up if you want it. I'll loosen it up, and then I'll put that in.
Apparently, she had quite some plans up her sleeves, but the officers are on their toes.
I know that she's done with her interview, just so you know. So she may have given her information to somebody because they're trying to do transfers right now for her account.
Who may have given you information? The other girl? Oh, okay.
So somebody else has her account because they were just getting information, and there's like transfers trying to go through.
Right now they're trying to?
Yeah,
So it's
so
probably
they just froze the account.
good. Okay.
Okay. So just so you know.
Do you need me?
I'm Detective Jackson. I work with the Financial Crimes Unit. Okay. Before I speak to you today, I'm just going to read you, because you're detained and by law, we have to read you your constitutional rights. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Okay, I need a verbal
Yes.
or no. Okay. Awesome. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
Okay. I understand your name is Aisha? Okay. And can you state your date of birth for me, please? Okay. All right. So, Ms. Obviously, we're here at Navy Federal Credit Union. Tell me, how did you get involved into this whole scheme?
I was in a wreck. Someone walked up to me. They seen what happened. They're like, "Oh, we seen what happened. I'm a lawyer, and I can help you get, right conversation. Because if you try to go through the insurance provider, you're not gonna get that much." So I was like, "Okay, I trust you." Talked about it. Went to the office. I think it was Lipton, and that was it. He didn't seem like anything. And I'm in handcuffs now, so I'm a little worried.
How long ago was this?
About December, right before Christmas.
Okay.
I took a little trip.
So, from my understanding, you got into a car accident. When was this?
The car accident was about right before Christmas, in December. I have to look at my calendar. I'll say at least 4 or 5 days before Christmas. And he said he saw it. He's the lawyer, and he can help me get paid.
Did he give you a business card or name?
Just his name,
What was his name?
but not a business card.
Okay. You remember the name?
It was like a John.
John. Okay. And how would you describe Mr. Linton?
Very sweet. African American. About middle age. Dressed real nice.
Okay. Where was this crash take place?
I don't know the street name.
Huh?
I don't know the street name. Because I'm not from there. I'm from North Carolina originally.
Okay. Do you live here in Florida?
I've been here about 5 years.
What part?
Here, Orlando, right down the street.
Okay. So where did your crash occur? Maybe not the road, but what city?
It was in shit. I don't know the city. I just know it was Michigan. I just really don't know the city. I was using Waze.
Okay. Did you have a police report? What
He
about the
pulled
other?
up and was saying that he could get it done. He didn't, that he saw verbal witness. He's like, my lord, I saw.
So what happened at the time?
With the accident, I was going straight. God, I really need the streets. Like, you guys can't believe me. I was going straight. I had the right of way. It was a green light. The car turned and hit me in my Chevy. It's a 2015 Chevy. It hit me from the left side. And I was like, oh, my back hurts, my neck hurts. He's like, that's perfect. That's all we need. And he's going to do all the communication, everything for me. I didn't have to do anything. Like, he made it seem like I was trusting him to get me, finances for my injury.
And you trusted him?
I did.
Did you give him your information? What information did you provide?
I gave him, he needed my social, my name, my date of birth, my address, and he asked me if I had a Navy Federal and for the account number, and I did provide that to him.
Why did he ask you that?
I thought him as a lawyer, he just needed it.
Okay. How long you been a member with Navy Federal Credit Union?
Since 2019, 18, 19.
How many accounts would you say you have with them?
2 debits, and I have a secured credit card, and I have a savings.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I work at Progressive. I'm a customer service rep.
Progressive Insurance? Okay, so you typically know how accidents work.
I don't do claims.
You don't do claims?
I
you
just
do.
help them get a policy or change coverages and take payments.
Okay. Okay. About roughly how much you make there?
I make $21 an hour. About 16 every 2 weeks.
Okay.
16, 17 every 2 weeks.
How long you been with Progressive?
For a year and some change, year and a half.
Okay. Okay. So tell me what happened today. Like, what have you been doing today?
Oh, today I picked up my niece. We were gonna get she had an appointment and she needed to get we're having a paternity photo shoot Thursday, so we're gonna get her eyelashes and.
Is that your
and
niece
stuff done.
outside? Okay.
But if she was going to go shopping, does it have to be with $40,000 she claimed to have received from a random guy? That's quite a lot for shopping for someone who gets paid $21 per hour. If anyone with that pay rate gets $40,000 legally once, they're definitely going to put it to some sort of good use and not just spend it on shopping. There's probably more to this.
She's due soon. She's 3 centimeters. Yeah, so we were already up in Kissimmee. We saw that the amount had cleared, and I went ahead and took out $20,000. And then she was like, let's do some TikTok videos. Let's get the rest of the money out so we'll be flashing. So I came here, which is like really 5 minutes from the house, to get the rest out to, flash on camera. And then this happened. That was pretty much my day.
So how was this check given to you?
It was sent in the mail.
It was sent in the mail? Okay. Did you deposit it into your account?
Mobile deposit.
You did the mobile deposit into your account? Okay. So when you received it, when did you receive the check?
The 30th? About 2 days ago.
Okay. About 2 days ago. Okay. Do you have any settlement paperwork from the accident? Nothing. You just received a check in the mail. Have you been in communication with this guy?
Not recently.
See,
This was a leap of faith. Since December, I haven't heard anything, and then here comes a check in the mail.
did you receive any medical treatment for anything from the accident? No? And just you received a check in the mail and you thought that it was legit?
He looked, I didn't think anything was wrong with it, and then it cleared after being on hold, so I thought it was okay.
Okay. Well, Ms. Adams, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Okay. I investigate a lot of these cases, and I know for sure what you're telling me is not the complete truth. And what I'm doing right now is giving you the opportunity to be truthful. because I believe that you're not the only one involved in this situation. Okay? I can give you the facts, but I think you know the facts.
I see that it looks bad, and I've never had this happen. I don't have a record. I don't have anything. Like, I would honestly just rather give it back and then wait for them to say I can take it out. Like, that's really what I want to do. Just give it back and then wait for them to say it's all clear, which is sounding like it's not clear. But I just want to give it back and wait for it to be clear. I didn't know I had to call in and get them to clear the money to come out or anything like that. I just saw the funds and I was like, oh, let's get it out. But I didn't know all of this was going to happen. So if I could please just give it all back and then wait for them to say that it's clear, I would really do that. Because this is scary, if I'm being honest.
It looks scary, but she doesn't look scared. The police officer knew she was playing a game with her, and she was definitely not going to lose her guard.
This look familiar to you? What I'm showing you is a copy of the check that you deposited into your account. Does this look familiar?
Sure. Yeah, my nails.
You still have the copy of this?
Yes.
You still have the copy?
I didn't throw it out.
Did you look up this law firm?
I Googled it and it came back. That's what made me trust him too. Like,
What did you come back to?
it just said Lipton Law. Like, it had a website, like in reviews.
But he didn't give you a business card, so how do you know that there could be 20 Lipton Laws around here?
It's 2022. I guess too naive and trusting. I don't have a business card, and I do TikTok business pretty well.
Well, I'm going to tell you what really doesn't sound truthful. You meeting someone, an accident that did not go reported, okay? You giving your personal information to someone, and then they're asking you if you have a Navy Federal account. And then all of a sudden, a month later, you receive a check in the mail. Settlement checks usually don't go that fast.
But they're not.
Did she just throw her dead mom in as a trust card for the police officer? That definitely won't be moving the officer an inch.
You can tell me who else is involved, because I know it's not just you. Like I said, I investigate these cases a lot.
I know, so it looks suspect. I'm a black woman. I got locks in my head. Like, it just looks bad. But I swear I did not know that I was gonna get
I
played.
can't say that there because I look just like you.
I don't. They don't.
Did she just pull the race card out of nowhere? They don't cease to use this race card, but it's so beautiful to get that response from that officer. What a golden response.
What I'm trying to convey to you is that this is a part of a whole scheme, and we get this all the time. So you can be truthful, or you're going to take the fall for all the charges that is going to be placed upon you.
There were a lot more things that made this obviously a case of fraud. Anyone can see this. She was eventually charged with a scheme to defraud, grand theft of $20,000 and more, and fraudulent use of personal identification. She got 5 years of probation when she eventually opened up about the person who she schemed this with. What do you think about the scam case? Let us know in the comments section.